get your final answer. Division, right? You change the division sign to what? Multiplication, and reciprocate the second term as we've done here. So the 4 goes up and the 2 comes down. Then you do your cancellation as possible. So here you can say 2 divided this 3 times. For division, what you need is that one of the terms should be top, one should be down. You can divide whether cross or that. So when you have multiplication, that is what you can do. Then multiply top, multiply that, get the final answer. But if you are permitted to use calculator, calculator can do all this. So don't waste your time. With decimals, if you are not permitted to use calculator, multiply the numbers, arrange it as usual. So 0.5 multiplied by 0.32. Do your multiplication. You know that you pay this one, multiply by each of them, take this, multiply by each of them, and the arrangement is very important. When you finish, the number of decimal places, use it to move. Right? So how many? There's 1 and there's 2, making 3 decimal places. So when you finish, that is what you're going to get. But as usual, calculator can do that job for you when you are permitted to do so. So you apply the calculator in that sense. Alright. So let's see the next. Okay. Fraction of a quantity or amount. So this half of 30. Off in mathematics means what? Multiplication. That is what you should recognize. So just put multiplication there. Half of. So half times that. This or that. So 70% of 50. You know percentage is already 70 out of what? 100. Off times 50 students. You do it and get your answer. Right? So simple. Now let's answer a question on fraction spent, fraction left. Right? Then we end this video. It is all about proportion. Take note. You apply proportion, you are free. The amount given to you in the question, like I said earlier, in proportion, ratio, and rate. If you are not watching the video, you get it better why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Identify the amount, equate it to 8 fraction. The rest is if more or less divides. And these are all direct proportion. So it's very easy. So let's see. Mr. Pepra reduced some amount of money. So some amount of money, we don't know the total. Do you know that? The total is not given. From the bank, he gave half to his daughter. So let's start. Fraction for daughter. Fraction for daughter. That is how you do it, because half. 1/3 to his son. So fraction for son. Fraction for son. You write fast over here, or you're working with time. If he still has 90 cedis left, so this is amount left. So if it's quantity left, amount left. He has stated it clearly. Left is equal to what? 90 cedis. Please, in the examination, this is how you must present your work. 90 cedis. Don't mind the coins, except that if there are whole numbers here, if you don't see any number here, just ignore. When you finish the final answers, you put 0.00, unless you get other something like that. So there's the quantity. So I said, for proportion, identify the amount given to you in the question, equate it to 8 fraction, 8 decimal, 8 ratio, 8 proportion, whatever given to you, equate to it. So that's what we're going to do. It said amount left. So find fraction left. You are free. How do you know something left? Subtract what has been used or spent or given out from the total. You get a balance. You get the left. So get that one, equate to 90. The rest is if more, less divide, if more, less divide. You are free. Don't waste your time on X and Y. There are a few cases I use X and Y. Proportion is something I love using. So watch the way I'm going to apply. He has offered this to daughter, offered this to what? Son. That's all. He didn't offer again. So what do? Fraction spent. Use the words also. Fraction spent is equal to half plus what? 1/3. Producing what? So let's use our calculator to generate that answer. Okay. Our writing has covered the calculator, but we still see it. So let's do the calculation. Half, right? fraction 1, 2, plus what? Plus 1/3. This is what, you see my bracket, you see where the 1 has appeared. So if you don't press the forward arrow, that is what is going to happen. So delete, I delete it. Forward arrow. The arrow must be at the center. Whenever you open fraction, it must be at the center. So plus another fraction 1, forward arrow 3, forward arrow at the center. What is the answer? I think there's a mistake here. Can you see the plus down? It must be cleared. So use the back arrow to clear it. The answer is 0.8. We are working in fraction, not in decimal. So compare to what decimal. And that was more convenient. So to produce what? 5 out of what? 6. This is the fraction spent. So how do you get the fraction left? Subtract what you have spent from what the total given to you. You get what is left. So let's go. What is total fraction? Is always equal to 1. So therefore fraction left is equal to 1 minus 5 over 6. And whenever you are subtracting something from 1, the difference between the top and the down, the numerator and the denominator is the answer. So 1 over 6. Let's confirm it. So 1 minus fraction 5 over 6. The answer is 1 over 6. So if you are subtracting any fraction from 1, the difference between the numerator and the numerator of the second term is the answer. Is it proven? Good. So this is the fraction left. If we have fraction left and we have amount left, we can equate as proportion. Have you gotten the secret? What proportion, ratio, and rate? You will see why I'm doing this, and it's the best way. It simplifies your work. So if 1 over 6 is equal to 90 cedis, we have finished answering the question. So the amount given, look for each fraction and equate. That's all. Then now we can answer the questions. I or A, you say A. Give it to the daughter. How much did he give to the daughter? If you want the daughter, you pay the daughter's ratio and use. So what is daughter's fraction? 1 over 2 will give me what? If 1 over 6 is this, 1 over 2 will give me what? It's 1 over 2 divided by 1 over 6 times 90. That's all. So let's see. 1 over 6, so fraction. 1 over 6, 1, 6 divided by, okay, then this one first. So let me clear it. It doesn't matter, but let me clear it. So let me come to the back here. So I open another fraction. Fraction 1 over 2 to 1, 2 division. So divided by this. Okay. Times 90 is 270. So the daughter had 270 cedis. Remember to put your sign there. It's Ghana cedi, right? So GH. The symbol he gives you, you apply the same symbol. So this is for the daughter. Do you get it? It's not so simple. Next question says, for the son, what is the son's fraction? 1/3. So 1 over 3 divided by 1 over 6 times 90. What do you have? I'll just make the difference here. These are the only changes I'll make. I'll clear this, put 3 there. 180. You see how simple it is? Your calculator. Don't clear it. Back arrow. It will come. And press the back arrow, whatever you have instead of. So the sun is what? 180 cedis. Okay. So you put the symbol here, or the sign. What is he asking? How much did he withdraw from the bank? What is he asking for? Total. So total is what?